Welcome back to this pick.
We're back to show you guys.
It's going to be NFL recaps. First game's going to be the Browns and the Houston game. Houston won this one 29-13. Let's get some stats knocked out right quick. Watson had a decent game, 224 yards, a touchdown. Miller had a pretty good game, 103 yards. Nuke Hopkins had almost 100 yards. He had a good game. Baker Mayfield did not play well, especially in the first half. He played really great in the second half, but the game was kind of out of control at that point.
Yeah, definitely.
300 yards, almost 400 yards, 3 interceptions, a touchdown. Nick Chubb did okay, 31 yards, a touchdown. He only had 9 carries though. Jarvis Landry had 100 yards. He played really well. Had amazing, one of the weirdest catches I've ever seen. Yeah, all right, let's get into talking about this game. This Houston team is really good, man.
Yep.
They really good at offense. They're really good on defense. Their offensive line still sucks in my eyes, but just Sean Watson does what he needs to do. That running game's really coming along in the last few weeks. Nuke Hopkins is still amazing. Thomas, he's a really good sidekick to Nuke Hopkins. Nuke Hopkins still needs to stop taking these stupid sacks and trying to make everything out of one play, but outside of that, he's playing really well this season. The Browns could not stop the running game. They were getting thrashed on the running game, especially in the first half. Browns didn't get a whole lot of points, but they could not get off the field, especially in the first quarter. The Browns only had 5 plays on offense the whole first quarter, which is ridiculous. You don't give your rookie quarterback that many plays. That's not a good thing.
Give anybody.
They were doing a lot of bending, not breaking defense. For the Browns, but that's kind of been my big complaint about the Browns' defense. Is they're good. They force a lot of turnovers, don't give a lot of points, but they give up a lot of yards. And with this team, Houston being smart and killing that clock, not giving Baker Mayfield a whole lot of time. That's really good strategy in my eyes, and that really worked. It made Browns' defense tired. Put a lot more pressure on Baker Mayfield on that offense to score because Browns were giving up some points as well. Yeah, man. On offense, for Baker Mayfield, he threw 3 interceptions. Didn't play well in the first half. The first one was amazing play. It's kind of problems with, so they're running 3-step drops, getting the ball out super quick to avoid Baker getting smushed by J.J. Watt and Clowney. But the problem with that is normally when you have those really quick things, you're only doing 1 to 2 reads. And when you have a good defense on a rookie quarterback and getting disguised with coverages, you're kind of just moving and throwing, and you might not really see someone, and I think that's what happened with that first interception, which was a turn for a touchdown, I think, or was that the second one? I don't remember. One of those. And
I think it was the second one.
Okay, yeah, the second one was just a bad throw. It was no. I think Cunningham was the first touchdown. Just 1 second. Let me.
Oh yeah, it does show this.
Yeah. Cunningham was the first interception, which was a turn for a touchdown. Second one was just a bad throw. They were in zone, and Baker again didn't see the Joseph, and he just went in front of the button route and picked it off. And the third one was he was just trying too hard. He was on a run and threw the ball into the end zone, and it got picked off as well right before the half end. That's the thing. He's a quarterback's gonna gamble sometimes, and that didn't work.
They were down 23-0.
Yeah,
he was trying to make something happen.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I was listening to a Browns radio thing, and they were saying that he was trying to get all those 20 points with one throw, and that doesn't happen. You need to give what you can. They could have got a field goal and help that deficit a little bit, but their interception didn't get any points. So that's a rookie mistake. He needs to get what he can and take what he can. So, but in the second half, played really well. He granted some garbage time, but They had some unlucky breaks as well. Threw a touchdown. Was called by kind of a ticky-tack holding call in my eyes. The second then he threw another touchdown with an amazing catch by Callaway, and right before he went in the end zone, he got ripped for a fumble at like the 5-yard line around there, or 2-yard line, inside the 5-yard line, and they didn't get any points with that either. So Browns are just getting the bad Brown luck, and at that point the game was pretty much over. And late touchdown by Baker, and he had a ton of garbage time yards, but he's a rookie. He's gonna have bad games. People are gonna overreact because that's the media. The media don't like him because he speaks his mind. But sometimes you gotta back up what you have to say. They're gonna come at you when you don't play well, and he didn't play well, especially in his first half. 3 turnovers not good. 4 turnovers in the game, you're not gonna win that way. So he didn't have 4. Baker had 3, but the team had 4. So Browns can have 4 turnovers and expect to win. So all around the game, they didn't play well, but that's a really good Houston team. So I'm not gonna bag them too much.
Yeah. This was we both had Cleveland winning this game.
Yep.
I figured the defense would show up, play well enough, and I thought Bake would have a pretty good game. Where I honestly thought they were going to have a really good chance at winning was running the ball, because they've been running the ball really well. I know this Houston defense is stifling, and they can stop the run at times, but still, I figured the combination between Chubb and Duke Johnson would do the job. But man, they 9 carries, 31 yards for Nick Chubb. That was one problem. I don't think they ran the ball enough. Mayfield, he didn't have a great game. Threw a lot of interceptions. It just did not go the way I thought it was going to at all. They couldn't get the running game going. Houston's defense was all over them pretty much the entire game, outside late second half, because like I said, it was just letting them get them garbage yards and touchdowns. And that Houston defense played really well. This Houston team in general is looking really good. They looked really, really shaky, and I honestly thought they were going to have a bad season this year, but they flipped it around. Lamar Miller, I believe that's how you say his name, has been really outstanding. Ever since he's came to Houston, he's actually been really whack. Hasn't been doing anything. Honestly, I thought he was going to be gone by this year off the team, but they kept him, and he's been actually these past 4 or 5-ish games, maybe even 6. He's been really playing really well, running the ball really well, making really good cuts. He's looking like the old Lamar Miller we've seen at Miami. So good for him. He's making him a little comeback. He's probably in that range for a comeback player. That's really man. Houston did their job, man. They were up 23-0 in the first half. Handling business. Watson looked really good. Like he said, there's a lot of pressure in his face, but he was getting away from it, doing what he does, getting the ball down the field, escaping out of the pocket like he needs to. Hopkins had a pretty solid game, 7 catches, 91 yards. It's just Houston was all over this team. Like I said, making Baker throw some bad picks. Like I said, they were smushing the run, so they really wasn't giving that Cleveland offense a whole lot of options to work with here. And they made it a rough day for Cleveland. And Cleveland's on the flip side. Cleveland's defense, I did not expect that. Like I said, I thought they were gonna get some turnovers, because that's what they're really good at, and make this a little bit of difficult time for Watson. But man, they were just getting beat. I expected Hopkins to play like Hopkins, but I figured the rest of the offense would struggle. I definitely didn't expect Lamar Miller to do that. I actually thought they were gonna shut the running game down. They just didn't do that. And this was not Cleveland's game to win by no means. Great win for Houston, and let's see if they can keep on trucking. They're 9-3, so if they can keep on trucking, they're definitely going to look good and have a pretty decent playoff selection. And Browns, they just got to really look forward to a pick and hope for next year.
Alrighty, well, that's all I got to say about this game.
Do it for me. Please comment, like, subscribe. Of course, love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. See you on the next.